Okay, I think y'all can see. So how y'all doing today, y'all? Happy Tuesday and all that stuff. Shall. Mm, mm, mm. So, I'm hot, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. It's not hot outside, but I'm hot. I guess I'm going through something, honey. Child, messing up my squiggly wigs and my baby hair and all that stuff, girl. Child, you can't have all that going on. Mm, mm, mm. Child, let me fix my little squiggly wigs and baby hair and all that stuff real quick. So how y'all doing? I do have an agenda for the day, okay? Yeah, I got some things I want to talk about. And I wrote them down because I ain't want to forget my stuff and all that. And that and this and that. Alright, y'all. So, hope y'all Tuesday is going. You know what? Today ain't Tuesday. Wait a minute, what the day is? Child, today Wednesday. Child, I am lost. The heat done got to me. And like I said, it ain't even hot outside. Oh, that's better. Okay, yeah. See, I had to lay that down because that was. See, it's a little curl right here, but I'm gonna just leave that alone because see, I don't want to mess that up. Yeah, see y'all. Child. It's just called issues. Did y'all got issues and stuff? Oh, okay. Alright, y'all. So, alright, y'all. So, let me hurry up and do this little video and highlight y'all for a minute about a few announcements. Okay, I have a few announcements. And I got a bagel because I'm having that for lunch today. So, I can't wait to toast this. This is a cinnamon raisin bagel. And I'm going to toast that in my toaster oven and put some jelly and stuff on it and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. So, I'm going to do my cuticles. I guess y'all say she always coming on here doing her cuticles and stuff. Alright, y'all. So, child. It's a time in the land. Alright, so since I'm doing my cuticles, let me tell y'all give y'all some tips about the nail salon, okay? When you go to see your nail technician, okay? Let me just give y'all some tips now. Years ago, when I lived in Maryland, I lived in Maryland last year. But years ago, at the time when I lived in Maryland, I used to go to this nail salon that used to be down the street from my job at the time, downtown in Maryland, in Baltimore City. And I was in there one day getting my nails done. I used to go on my lunch break and get my little nails done. So I was in there one day on my lunch break getting my little nails done and stuff. And this lady had came in there. She was a Caucasian lady. And I thought she just was coming in there to get her nails done. Like, she didn't look like no official, you know, person. She just looked like a regular person that was coming to get her nails done. I mean, she had a little, like, bag, purse, and a little something in her hand. But I thought she was coming, you know, from work or on her break like I was. So, child, that woman got looking around. And then, you know, she came up. She was going on all the little nail stalls. She was going to all the little nail stalls and stuff, and she was you know, holding up the little, you know, the little jars that they have the little acetone in when they go to put your acrylic on. They dip it in this little liquid stuff, and then they dip the brush in the little acetone stuff, and then they dip it in the powder or acrylic stuff, and they put it on your nails. But she went around lifting up all the little things that they had that acetone in, and she was holding it up. And I'm like, who is this woman coming in here looking all at these people's stuff? Child, come to find out, it was the inspector, honey. They have an inspector that come around and check these nail salons out because they have rules and regulations, you know, as far as sanitation and all that kind of stuff, cross-contamination and stuff like that. And so that was the first time that I had ever seen an inspector, you know, at the shop when I was there. And so I asked the lady, I said, well, you know, because I'm curious, you know, I'm in this shop. And I'm like, well, is this just a protocol that they come every now and again and do inspections? Or did somebody call in, or is something going on up in here? So I said, well, miss, can I ask you something? She said, sure. I said, why are you holding that thing up? What do you be looking for? And she said, she showed me. She held it up. She said, you see all that stuff floating around in there? That's contamination. That comes from everybody's nails. She said they are not supposed to have the little glasses that they have there with the acetone in it. She said they're supposed to change that for every customer. Usually they have it just sitting there along with their little container with the acrylic in it. But she said no, they're supposed to change that every time. You know, they're supposed to pour it out the bottle into the container for every customer. Because that stuff that's floating around at the bottom is all the stuff that come off. You know how when they take the drill and they shaving your nails down and all that little white dust and stuff. Well, you know, when they doing your nails, all that stuff get on the brushes, and they keep dipping it down in that same acetone every day for every single customer. And she said you can get a nail fungus like that. Child, And then at the time, they was using, you know how sometimes you go to the nail salon, well, this is in Baltimore. Up here, I haven't seen them do it up here. But in Baltimore, they'll take, some nail shops have like these razor things to really get a smooth finish on your feet. But they're not supposed to have that. And she was saying, you know, they're not supposed to have them razors because what if they cut somebody? Are they going to throw that away? Or are they going to just wash it off and keep using? You know, it's just like, it's sanitary issues that why they look at stuff like that. And she said, yeah, they not supposed to have that acetone sitting there and keep dipping that brush on every single customer. And she said those little them little buffer file things that they use when they finish your nails and they buff it. She says, look at it. All that's on there, that's everybody's, you know, DNA. Because, you know, when you buff, you kind of touching the skin a little bit. And she said that they supposed to use a new one for every customer. So when I go to the nail shop, honey, I guess I am a piece of work. But guess what? I don't care, because I let them know. When they get ready to do my nails, excuse me, can you get a new little container and pour some fresh stuff in there before you put my acrylic on and do my fillings and stuff like that and all that and this and that? Can I get that, please? And then when they go to buff my nails and he pull that little buffer out and that thing be all, I'll be like, can I get a new one, please? And he go right in the drawer and get a brand new. And I say, okay, now we in business. And when you go over to the sink to wash your hands, okay, usually they'll have this jar with this blue stuff in it. And I guess it's some kind of sanitizer stuff. And they'll usually have like a brush in it. It's not a toothbrush, but it's some kind of, it's fatter than this and it has brushes on it. And you're supposed to use, it's in some kind of liquid stuff. And you're supposed to take the brush out of there and brush your cuticles real good. Because when you wash, this is a little tip too. When you wash your hands after getting your fill-in or your fresh nails put on, it's very important to focus on the cuticles when you're washing your hands. You take your hands like this, do like that with your cuticles, with the soap in your hands. Get your cuticles, do like this, and then take your fingers like I do when I put my little cuticle oil on. With that soap on there, a technician taught me this years ago. It's important to get all this. And they just said, I don't even remember the reason why. I just remember them saying, focus on your cuticles when you washing your hands. And so once you do like this, you take your fingers and you do each individual one real good. I mean, I be scrubbing it. I do it like 2 or 3 times. I be at the sink a long time. The technician be looking at me like, would you come on? I be like, can you wait? Oh, okay. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm paying for this. Oh, okay. All right now. Practice some patience now, child. But, yeah. So that's important. Focus on your cuticles when you're washing your hands after you get your fill-ins and all that stuff done. And that, like I was telling you about that little brush they got sitting there. Don't use that brush that's sitting in that liquid. Do you know how many people come up there and they take that brush and they do their little nail and they dip it back in there? Oh, no, honey. I don't use that. I use my fingers. And if I need to use a brush, I take this with me. I take this with me. And while I'm at the sink, washing my stuff, I take this with the soap around it and I get my cuticles really good. Okay, you can buy this at the Dollar Tree. Don't use that brush that's been sitting in that liquid because everybody come by and get no. And like I said, don't forget about that acetone, honey. Hold it up. You'll see all that stuff floating around at the bottom. When acetone come out the bottle and pour it into a clear, clean container, you shouldn't see nothing floating at the bottom. So a nail shop inspector told me that. Okay, and a nail technician taught me about focusing on cuticles when you washing your hands and stuff like that and all that and this and that. So, child, I just wanted to give some nail tips on it. But yeah, while I was showing y'all that, I was rubbing in my cuticle oil. And that's another good thing to do. Use cuticle oil to keep your cuticles from looking dry and being dry. Because lotion don't quite get it. You can get this from Sally's. And I've had this thing for over 3 years. Because you don't need much. See, this is the most. This was full, and this is the most I've used in about 3 years, maybe more. And you can get this from Sally's. It's called cuticle oil. Yeah, and it looks just like that. So, that's the deal on that. Okay, so what else I want to talk about with y'all? Okay, now, wait a minute, y'all. I'm plugging my stuff here because okay, I've had my plug in there because I didn't charge my device beforehand. One other little tip, and I learned this from watching Valerie Granville this morning. Going over to Valerie Granville, she had me dying laughing this morning. She did a 30-minute video this morning. When she was talking about her hair, she was talking about how her hair was looking good yesterday, and then when she went to video it on the phone, you know, how it looked and the words she was using, and I was dying laughing. Like, she was so funny. Also, I cannot comment on some people's videos. I don't know what's going on. I've been hearing a couple other YouTubers questioning it and saying they had the same issue. But I watched Miss Valerie's video this morning, could not comment. I was watching Jeronica's video when she was showing her little crochet weave thing. I couldn't comment on her. My girl Risa, couldn't comment on her. Doing the they were stuffing marshmallows in their mouth. That was so funny with her children. Lala Honey, couldn't comment on her. She had a dirty denim blue lippy that I loved on one of her videos. I couldn't comment on that. Sexy Farrah, couldn't comment on her. Fearless Fiend, couldn't comment. It's a bunch of y'all. That was just a few. But I don't know what's going on. But anyway, y'all, my point is, this is just another little tip. I was watching Valerie Granville, and she said that she heard that when you put in your glue on your eyelashes, people usually blow it because they say it has to get tacky before you apply. Now, I don't wear eyelashes, but this could help people that did. When you put the glue on there, people usually blow on it. She said she heard that you're not supposed to blow on it because it's germs when you're blowing out your mouth, and even though it's your own germs, still, those germs that come from your mouth when you blow and you putting it on your eye, it could cause some problems. So, she said you shouldn't blow on it. You should take something and maybe, you know, fan it and get it the glue tacky before you put it on your eye. So, that's just a little tip that I learned from Miss Valerie Granville. Even though I don't wear eyelashes, that was a very good, helpful tip. And I'm just passing it on, okay? So, Chad. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to come back because I got some tea for y'all, okay? Child, you got to come back, honey, because Mama got some tea, okay? So I'll be back to spill that tea, child, on the next video. Only if it's the Lord's will, child. Bye, y'all. Child.